This is a surviving the coronavirus episode because I have things I want to review that I can't put out right now. I can't do it right now because I'm still watching through them, and there's some other things I want to talk about that I can't really talk about till I have reviews out for them and things like that. And also I have an announcement of some shows, and I'm also so if you don't know, when I mentioned I was going on vacation, I was out here staying with a grandparent, and I'm out here in the desert. I'm not going to say which desert, because then you can kind of find my location. You know, YouTube, you don't know who's going to watch you and find you. I love having a week off, but I am going back home Friday, and I'm going to, and when I do that, I'm going to make a Dollar Tree video probably. I'm going to try to go first thing when I get back, because the thing is, the Dollar Tree is having Blu-ray sales, and it's been going on for like a couple weeks now. My Dollar Tree, judging by my luck with Dollar Tree, usually probably just got them in by the time I get there, or they just got them in this week, like this week. So I'm going to go check that out. And I really hope they're not, I really hope I didn't miss any titles and stuff. I'm pretty bummed that I was out here while that was happening, and, I really want to go out there and do that, and, I'm not afraid of going out to the Dollar Tree during this whole virus thing, because Dollar Tree is like a small store. It's usually just old people who know that they got to be safe and be clean and stuff, so, I'm not worried about it. So I'm going to go there, I'm going to get my Blu-rays, I'm going to get my titles, hopefully, at least, and that will be good. My other announcement was Wizards of Waverly Place. I quit. I find the show not fun to watch. I'm not really getting into it. I was enjoying it for a while, because it was like, I remember watching this, and it's kind of cool revisiting it, but I can't get into it really, and it's not worth making a video on. So I just quit. Maybe I'll go back to it, maybe I won't, but I don't think it's worth it. And so I'm not doing that. I don't know if I mentioned this, but now I'm on season 16 of The Simpsons, and I'm almost feeling like quitting that show. It's just like every episode I watch now that's not a Treehouse of Horror episode is me going, okay, but this isn't funny. Why am I watching this? Like, it's not funny. Because at least if the characters are acting out of character, it'd be like, okay, well, this should be funny, right? It should be funny at the very least. Or say something. But it's not. The Simpsons is a comedy. It's not funny. And I don't want to watch it anymore. But I'm keeping going with it because my goal is to watch everything Simpsons and do like a review of the series overall. And just like, but I can't bear to do it. I don't think I will. Honestly, I don't think I'll make it. I'll probably at the most get to season 18 or 20, and then it'd be like, I'm done with The Simpsons. It'd just be done, but we'll see what happens. I'm trying, people. I'm trying. Plus, like, Homer is so stupid. Like, it's unbelievably stupid how he's written in these seasons. It's just like, okay, what happened to the dad that was a good dad and was like, he's not the brightest person, but he's at least trying to be a good provider for his children and help them and things. What happened to that? It just got so much worse. Gosh. Let's just hope the Treehouse of Horrors never get bad. I've seen one that's bad, but I haven't seen, but it's okay for one to be bad, but I mean, like, as a series, it's in itself, hopefully it doesn't get bad. The next thing I want to talk about is I'm watching the Mickey Mouse shorts still. I'm on season 5. There's 18 episodes in season 5. I'm on 9. Of course, in shorts I should say, not episodes. But I'm going to watch through the rest of those probably tomorrow or next week. Sometime this week, or today even, could be. I'm gonna finish those, and I'll post a review of the Mickey Mouse shorts. Because they're all the ones that are currently out on Disney Plus. Because I believe the show's currently still airing little shorts. I remember watching some of these on the Disney Channel, so that's kind of cool to talk about these. Really love these shorts. I've actually been thinking about doing rewatching through it again, and I review each short individually. and kind of talk about my basic thoughts on them. I don't know if I want to do that, but I feel like it could be fun to do, so we'll see what happens. I could also do that for some of the classic Disney shorts, but since those are put together in series bundles, it would kind of be a little bit harder to do that, but also could be better to do it that way. But we'll see what happens. After this, I'm gonna do. I'm also trying to finish this movie called Marvel's Hulk and Iron Man Heroes Unite. Not good. Very not good. But I'm watching through it because I've always kind of wanted to see it. Because I always saw these advertisements as a kid for this movie. I thought, ooh, Hulk, cool. When I actually saw Avengers in theaters when it came out. I was there actually opening weekend before it was even going to make the $1 billion. I was there opening weekend. I didn't even know what we were going to see, honestly. And then I think we got like a Lego poster. I don't have that anymore. It was like, how old was I? I was like, it's 2020. I'm going to be 17 in 19 days. I'm trying to think. 17, 19, okay. So this year I'm 17, so I was 8, I think, yeah. I can't do the math, but yeah, I'm gonna be, that was quite a while ago, and, I always loved Hulk from that movie, and I don't really like that movie as much as I did back then, but my review for this movie is going up, and I always saw like advertisements for this movie on Disney Blu-rays. I guess this was, I'm gonna find out if this is true, is I'm guessing this was is like Marvel's version of the DC animated movies. If you don't know what I'm talking about, DC puts out these direct-to-video animated movies based on all their characters. And what's weird is they just put out one on Scorpion. Kind of weird, but okay. Yeah, but it's cool, I guess. But the point is that they do that, and these are actually really highly regarded. Their sales for these are actually very good because they make like 5 or 6 of these a year. I don't see them all for a year. It's very difficult for me to do it. I haven't even seen most of these, honestly. I would like to, but the problem is they release so many during a year that it's very hard for me to like catch up with them and get them all. They do go cheap on Black Friday, but I'm buying so many other movies on Black Friday that it's like, I don't know. I need to bite the bullet and one of these days get them all on a Black Friday deal. But I like these movies a lot, and but they're really good. And Marvel probably wanted to do that because their movies are very popular, so that if they did that, it would work out. But since it's under the Disney brand, it's like more for kids, I would say. So it doesn't work out the same because, if you know these DC animated movies, there are some that rated R for like everything in the book. There are ones that are just rated R for violence. There are ones that are PG. Most of them are PG-13, mostly for blood and violence. That's a big thing. These are more aimed at adults. In fact, they're directly aimed at adults, and a lot of these are based on comics that are beloved and that adults would read. This really isn't based on a comic. I don't think they understood the appeal of it. If that's what they were trying to do, capture their success, it didn't work out well. And I'm almost done with it. I have about like 30 more minutes left in it, and I'm not enjoying watching it, but I'll finish it, and then we'll see how that turns out. But the next movie I'm going to put out, or next reviews after I'm done with that, I got 3 series I'm watching through. Now this was I can't remember his name's Jim, but I can't remember his channel name. But he put out some Disney Plus recommendations on his weekly live stream for movie news. It's called Movie Crap. Check it out. here on YouTube. He recommended Silver Surfer and the Fantastic Four animated series, which I kind of wanted to watch the Fantastic Four one anyways, because if you don't know, huge fan of the Fantastic Four. I have like a poster on my wall framed. It's the only poster on my wall I have framed. I have other ones I want to put up though. As you saw from a video on my second channel where I was cleaning up my room. But this is like a huge, thing for me. I love the Fantastic Four. I saw Fantastic in the theater because I love the Fantastic Four and just wanted to see them in a movie. I've watched Rise of the Silver Surfer and the other Fantastic Four movie, I think once. I think in the review I said I didn't even watch these movies before, but I think I watched them once. I can't even remember because they're not good. But I love those characters. I've read many stories. I love Galactus, Silver Surfer, Mole Man, Doctor Doom, just Super Skrull, just a lot of these really awesome characters. I love the stupid things about them, like the fantastic car, the fantastic plane, or whatever. It's just so many stupid things. But I love that stuff. It's very cheesy. It's very lame. But I mean, obviously these characters have been changed and updated a lot better for today's audiences. But I still like them, and I want them to be done well in a movie. But that's probably not going to happen for a while. Of course, this box set for this series is out of print, so the only way you can really watch this show, it's not going back in print. It's under Disney. Disney is not putting out their stuff on Blu-ray and DVD really as much anymore. They're killing it, the market, because they want to put stuff out on their streaming service, which I don't blame them entirely, but it's like you shouldn't kill this market, because this is a market that what is going to happen is, all these companies have their streaming services. What's going to happen is they're going to make all this content, and it's going to fail, because if every company goes, I want to make a streaming service, then people are going to go back to buying physical media, because it's cheaper than paying for 50 streaming services. And because you don't have to pay for everything put out on Blu-ray, you just have to pay for the stuff that you want to watch, right? If you want to watch The Office, just own The Office. Watch it whenever you want. Nobody can take it away from you. It's just a better way of doing things. I think that's why it's going to prevail. I think as Disney, as how big of a company they are, they're not realizing the market that is there for this type of stuff, and I think that's a big thing that's going to happen. But there's some things that you're just not going to ever get to see again, and which is sad, because I actually did want to buy this series, but you can't really buy it anymore, and I'm liking it so far. I'm on episode 4. I'm going to be watching through the whole series on Disney Plus, and if I can, I'm going to try to see it, check like eBay deals, some other seller apps and things like that, and see if I can find this set at a reasonable price, because I think it's out of print. I know it's out of print, but it's like, I don't know if this is like something that's highly sought after, right? I think, but yeah, I'm checking out that. He also recommended the Silver Surfer cartoon, which I don't know if this was ever put out on Blu-ray, but this is surprisingly incredible. Like, this is like Batman animated series level of just fantastic. It doesn't have the amazing cinematography, music, and stylized animation. It does have like a stylized design to it, but not as much as Batman animated series, like where you could tell who those characters are just from the shadows. That's how stylized that show is. But it has like a similar tone and vibe to this series, to that series. It also has similar writing qualities, and I think this is incredible. And I'm watching through this. It's only 13 episodes. Fantastic Four. It's only one season, 26 episodes. Same with the Silver Surfer. It's only one season. But I'm also watching through the X-Men 90s cartoon, which everyone talks about as being really good. I think it's good. It's probably my least favorite out of these few shows, but it's still good. I'm checking it out. There's 13 episodes in season 1. I believe there's 13 episodes in season 2, and then I think the rest are like 10 episodes. Shouldn't take me long to get through these series at all. I'm just kind of watching one at a time. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. with the shows I've been watching. I'm trying to get through this different stuff right now. I think it's good quality stuff, and I'm kind of seeing a lot of. Here, I'm gonna move because there's some stuff going on in the background. It's kind of, I don't know if you can hear it, but I don't want you to hear it. But it's like, it's great stuff that I'm checking out. This is why I like Disney Plus more than Netflix. It's a great place to discover things that Disney refuses to put out. And I wish they put the 2003 Clone Wars on there. They should have put it out for May the 4th, but they still refuse to put it out. And apparently it's not canon anymore, which is like, come on. Come on. Some of those things actually make sense in canon and help the canon. So my version of Star Wars canon, it is canon, and the sequel trilogy is not canon. That is my belief. You guys can, I think that's my headcanon at least. I like the sequel trilogy. I just don't think they're good enough to be worth, like, me thinking that they're in canon, or just, like, my personal thoughts on those. I also think that the 2003 Clone Wars, I mean, it's improved part of the prequels. They're fantastic, beautifully animated, and they're on YouTube right now. Who knows how long though, because Disney keeps copyrighted claiming it, which I don't blame them, but at the same time it's like, put it on your streaming service if you don't want people uploading it. People just want to watch the darn thing, you know what I mean? It's just like people want to watch it. Just put it on the streaming service. I want to watch it. I actually want to watch it in bite-sized episodes, not as like a whole like 2-hour thing on YouTube. I want to watch it bite-sized, and it's kind of hard to watch one episode at a time when it's all like put together like that. And yeah, I mean, also the DVDs are out of print, so if people want to watch it, they can't buy it either. So I don't understand Disney's thing on that. It's like, just put it out there. People want to watch it. That's clearly why people are uploading this. I think it's something that's really unfortunate. I think Disney as a company fails to like realize some of the market, because they're so focused on the major market, and it's something I think that's very disappointing with Disney as a company. Physical media is something important. They need to preserve these things, because some of these things do have a market that they're just failing to acknowledge, or just stupid or something. I don't know why they do this. I don't, I look at Warner Archive and how they put out stuff that, wouldn't sell that well on a normal basis, but they release it smartly, burn on demand, cheaply. They put it out in certain places like Amazon, BestBuy.com, and then, Disney, their rewards program is just a garbage program. Like, I don't release some of these titles with no bonus features and just the artwork from the DVDs. I think as time goes on, though, I think a lot of these companies will switch back to doing physical media. I think one of the big companies, one of the big news about Disney, though, with physical media is that they're actually working on the same umbrella now as 20th Century Fox, so we'll see how some of those titles continue to get more expensive or go out of print and stuff, and see what happens there. So I keep an eye on this stuff, because you never know when you have a Disney movie that you own, and you just own it for fun, or just in your own collection, or there's movies you want to own, and they're going to go out of print. It's going to happen. A lot of these things are not going to survive much longer. There is not a lot of preservation for this stuff from some of these studios like Disney. Paramount is doing an okay job. I think the Paramount Presents line, some of the things I've heard about it, just kind of make me a little ticked off and annoying. Or annoyed, not annoying, but you get the point. But this is just where I'm going to cut the video off here. I've been talking for way too long. It's about a 20-minute video, and it's incredibly hot outside, so I'm going to turn this video off, upload this video, and get back to whatever I was doing.